Well, it's certainly taken a long time. Kudos to you guys. You have been super patient, but fear not, the wait is finally over. Are you ready for a new analog revolution? One of the most classic synths ever, just got a whole lot more attainable. Introducing the one we've all been waiting for. Development process, Behringer's biggest synth project to date, the UB-Xa, is finally here and ready to be unleashed. So the UB-Xa is an authentic reproduction of the classic 1981 synthesizer, the OB-Xa, one of the most revered and recognizable polyphonic synthesizers of all time. And even if you've never heard the name before, you'll have certainly heard its distinct tone on countless classic records. From the likes of Prince, Jean-Michel Jarre, Tangerine Dream, Gary Newman, Depeche Mode, New Order, and right through to cult classic sci-fi movies like Queen's Flash Gordon soundtrack and Brad Feidel's monumental scoring of the original Terminator. Feature-wise, there's no doubt the UB-Xa punches well above its weight, even surpassing what you would expect from synthesizers far above its price range. And with its massive 16 voices of true polyphony, with 2 VCOs per voice and dual-pole and 4-pole VCFs, all powered by meticulously engineered recreations of classic 3340 and 3320 chips, creating those cherished emotive tones and soundscapes of the past just comes so naturally. And if you're looking for additional vintage character, the UB-Xa more than has you covered. Vintage mode comes loaded with 8 powerful presets that through real-time onboard circuit manipulation capture the nuances of component interaction and aging that decades-old synths inherently develop over their lifetime. And of course, just like the original, the performance-enhancing bi-timbral modes, where you can combine or split different patches across the keyboard, can be accessed and set up with ease at the touch of a finger. But with double the voice count of the original and a stereo VCA per voice, the power of the split and layer modes open up a completely new realm of creative possibilities. And if you're going to bring a classic synth into the modern era, it only makes sense to bring modern features along with it. And on this point, the UB-Xa doesn't hold back. On top of the 512 user preset memories, which includes the original 1981 sound bank and patch banks designed by our talented team of engineers and beta testers, the UB-Xa comes with full MIDI implementation of all parameters as well as MIDI polyphonic expression. And with two LFOs of 7 waveforms each, a whole host of expanded modulation parameters, and additional routing flexibility of an 8-channel modulation matrix, creating creamy and buttery tones of the past or more complex timbres and sounds for the future is all at your fingertips. With a carefully crafted operating system and layout, all designed with speed, ease and user-friendliness in mind. And when you need to bring up your favorite sounds in seconds, the 4 quick preset buttons can satisfyingly be used in any combination to recall up to 15 stored memories. Then with a dual layer arpeggiator and sequencer, with real-time sequence transpose, multiple expression pedal and foot switch inputs, and 3 fully balanced outputs for the highest signal integrity, the UB-Xa really does punch hard above its weight. And its 61 semi-weighted polyphonic aftertouch and velocity-sensitive keybed really make this a solid player's synth, whether it's being used on the road or in the studio. It measures 104 centimeters by 35, which did pose a bit of a challenge making this video in my small and pretty cramped spare room here, but hey, I ain't complaining. This synth is a dream to play.
makes this instrument so unique? What defines its sound? How does age influence the sound? How can the imperfections of an almost perfect classic analog synthesizer be preserved? Our work in the beta tester group was focused on finding answers to all these questions and a lot more. We did a lot of measurements, analyzed filter frequency sweeps, studied the schematics, tested countless firmware updates, suggested additional features and improvements, designed our first own sounds, and finally made music with this great instrument. The velocity-sensitive keyboard with polyphonic aftertouch turns this synthesizer into one of the most expressive instruments in my studio. The UB-Xa, in my opinion, more than just a recreation of legendary synth.
Hi everyone, Rudy from Synth Legends. As you can see, I'm sitting in front of the Behringer UB-Xa, the legendary synthesizer from the 80s. And on the top of my rack, you can see the brand new UB-Xa from Behringer. As a member from the beta testing team, I had the big honor to recreate all those 106 legendary factory presets from this old machine on the UB-Xa. You will not be disappointed. It's really spot on and I don't promise you too much.
Hi, I'm Mr. Kind, aka Roger Gentile. I've been beta testing for Behringer the last 2 or 3 years. Great team, we worked great together, trying to get this thing as close as possible to the original Behringer UB-Xa. This is the new UB-Xa, and let me tell you, it's fantastic. Amazing synthesizer, fun to program, and we really put a lot of hard work into getting it right as close as possible to all our units, and comparing videos and audios, trying to get every detail right. And I'd like to thank Yuli and all the team in Behringer for this opportunity, and it was really great. And you guys definitely want to get yourself one of these because they are amazing, they work great, they compare great to the original, and he's a keeper. Bye guys, thanks again.